Egyptian court sentences 3-year-old to life in jail.
Finally.
Justice has been served. And it's so fucked up.
Because as we all know, true justice comes from God.
3-year-old Ahmed Mansour Sharara likes telling stories. He likes playing soccer too, seen here on a local TV channel.
Yeah, well, I hope he likes prison.
One thing he's not is a criminal. But a Cairo court sentenced him to life in prison. The charge? Killing 3 people and sabotaging private and public property during a 2014 anti-government protest.
Amen.
Ahmed was 16 months old at the time.
Yeah,
perfectly capable.
Clearly he did.
Could he push a button? Then he could have done it.
You know, all it takes is, I mean, I don't know. Actually, I don't know how a 16-month-old could even conceivably do that.
Well, maybe he set off a chain reaction which led to their deaths.
Yeah, maybe.
To walk. His father, Mansour Sharara, appeared on an Egyptian TV show, begging for the government not to take away his son. A spokesman from the Ministry of Interior called in, promising neither Ahmed nor his father would be arrested. He insists it's a case of mistaken identity. The man they say they want is in his 50s.
How the fuck could you make that mistake?
Yeah, that's so fucking
worst
vast.
case of mistaken identity that I have ever heard in my life.
This 3-year-old is responsible.
We're 50-year-old, and we saw this toddler, and it fit the description: big nose, bright, intelligent eyes. So we scooped him up. Yeah, he went all the way through the court system, sentenced him to life in prison. We got the wrong guy, though.
But to add to the confusion, the army released a statement about the case. In it, they claim Ahmed Mansour Sharara is 16 years old. This case may sound absurd, but human rights groups are taking it serious.
It doesn't sound
It is absurd.
It is absurd.
A 16-month-old killed 3 people responsible for terrorist acts. Oh, okay. It doesn't sound. It's completely and totally absurd and implausible.
Look at these
Saying
pictures.
it's yet another example of
Like, think about it. Like, look at these pictures of the devastation that this toddler left in his wake. Chunks of concrete from where he grabbed a grenade from the belt of a police officer and threw it into the crowd. You know, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, how did this ever get to trial? And how did it get through to trial to sentencing?
the deep flaws in Egypt's criminal justice system.
It's a troubling trend, and it will probably lead to just wide mistrust in the judiciary system, which has like long-term effects that will be very difficult to reverse. And that's
Karim Anara says the judiciary needs urgent reforms.
I would go as far as saying
so.
that it's disintegrating. The justice system is on the verge of complete dysfunctionality.
One that almost prevented Ahmed from growing up, telling his stories, and playing soccer. Ian Lee, CNN,
I
Cairo.
would say that when you have a judiciary that's so stupid that they arrest and sentence a toddler to life in prison, I guess that we could give them at least some credit that they went back on it, but the fact that they even did that in the first place should pretty much disqualify them from holding any position of power at all.
There's no reforming that either. There's no reform. Like, what they need to be advocating for is for you to just wad up whatever piece of paper someone scribbled down the laws of your judiciary on and just start fresh. Like, you couldn't do worse. You literally couldn't do worse than a judiciary that arrests a fucking toddler crawling around for fucking terrorism. When they were looking for a 50.
Yeah, terrorist acts that happened, more than 2 years ago, too.
He was 16 months old.
Yeah.
That's more than old enough to press the detonator on a bomb.